All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of CouncilCraft. And today, boys, we are starting off seeing the profits. Cause look at how many skulls we have. Not only that, but we also need to bring over all of this coal. All this coal is gonna go straight into our smeltery. And not only that, but we're also gonna bring a huge chunk of bones over as well. Oh my god, guys, I cannot tell you how happy I am with this farm. Not only is it finally done, but it is producing like no other. And honestly, it was worth every single hour of grinding. Now, I was planning on doing an overnight session, but unfortunately... And by the way, these also filled up, so we have an extra 41 skulls in here just to do the sorting system, and another 41 in here. So if we really wanted to, we could just take these as well and leave that there, but... You know, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Dude, look at that. 2 stacks and 29 witherheads. And you know what that means? It means that we can finally stock our mega shop with mega projects. And also, I have a good name for it. Alright, now that we're home... Oh, you know what? We've been putting this off forever. Dear Fection, on the day of recording my 3rd episode of CouncilCraft, I decided to create a bamboo farm. I'm not trying to copy you since you are going to be making one after the wither farm. I just needed the fuel to make red nether bricks for the market. I mean, market. Now, that being said, buy your red brother nicks at the market. Love, Sebi. Well, 3 things about this book. 1, it's Minecraft. You can't really copy people. I mean, the game is built on getting inspired by other people and then making it your own. 2, I'm not making a bamboo farm today, as you can see by the thumbnail. And 3, yeah, red nether brick is pretty annoying to come by, so yeah, I probably will get that from the market. Take the item frame though, let's go. Alright, so we are going to head to the end, but first we gotta head to a soul sand valley, because yeah, 55 soul sand is not enough for the amount of withers that we are going to kill right now. So yeah, we're just gonna grab a little bit of this stuff, maybe a couple stacks. The thing is, it's really easy to get. Barrel stuffed. Anyways, I'm gonna get a couple stacks of this stuff, and then we will meet up at the end. I'm stuck. Alright, now that our inventory is full of soul sand, we need to turn around and head over to the end. So, we're gonna fly over to our little holy hole with our gang. We're gonna get some iron. Heal these guys up. If you didn't know, you can just right click them with iron ingots. That heals iron golems. But anyways, what we are going to be doing is placing this, and just walking out. Let them get jumped. Ah, it's so loud. Jesus. Anyways, get them, boys. Yeah, fuck them up, fuck them up, fuck them up. Carrot gang, and another star. So I'm gonna do this until we have a shitload of beacons. But while I do this, you guys can go ahead and watch the intro, which I forgot to put in last time. But it's okay. Roll it. Alright, so we are home now. Gonna put away this extra soul sand that we got. Don't need that right now. Oh, but we do need a little bit of this other sand. And more importantly, I'm actually so excited for this. We are finally going to be able to use this thing with zero worry that we're gonna run out of fuel. Yeah, we're gonna throw this down there. Oh my god, this is so freaking awesome, boys. So yeah, as you can see, the minecart will go around and then eventually come back, pick up a couple more items and spread that around. And while that is happening over there, we should send these over there. Turn this on. God, this furnace system has really been one of my favorite builds of the series so far. And here come our items, baby. Dude, let's go, boys. Say it again. I love this build. Now, while that's cooking, I'm gonna let you guys know what I was doing. So, during that entire intro, I was pretty much just going back and forth, spawning in tons of withers, and at the same time, I was also flying back and forth between spawning the withers and digging out one of those obsidian towers because we need tons of obsidian, and I got 32 nether stars. We're going to put 27 of them up for sale, and then we're going to take the other 5 and we're going to keep those for ourselves. So happy we got this project done. This shit feels so good. And also, when I do that overnight AFK session, we are going to fill up all these barrels with just extra fuel. It's going to be great. Anyways, we're going to take our glass, close the hatch, turn this off. This is the big moment, boys. Oh, I think I came. Boys, we are literally walking around with 33 beacons in fucking hand. So before we do anything else, we are going to head over to the village and get this stocked. And here we are, gang. Dude, I really like this place. It's so nice. And let's go. So here we are. We're gonna put this thing. Did any of this sell? No. Yes. Hey, perfect. Check it out. They left a tip, I guess. Thank you. All right. So on this side over here is where we're going to put all these beacons for sale. Also, I just realized we need ender chests in the shop, so we're just going to put them in these corners right here. Perfect. All right, so now there's ender chests everywhere. We can take this and, oh, we need to rename this. And boom. Put this in here. Now we have it labeled. People can see. You can get literally however many beacons you want for 2 diamond blocks a piece. Honestly, for not having to build a farm or anything, that's pretty good pricing. Also, we're going to rename these. These are kind of hard to read, and you don't actually have to say what it is. People can see the picture and be like, oh, yeah, that's Prismarine. So, yeah. So, yeah, we'll just put the prices on them now. And there we go. Nice. So, this is 1 diamond per 3 stacks, and this is 2 diamonds per stack. Perfect. Now that that's done, people can come here. Yeah, man, fill up their bases with beacons, baby. Let's get it. Let's go, boys. That's something that's so freaking huge. And that's also not the last thing we're going to do. We are probably going to be back here by the end of the episode. Oh, shit. To stock it with all the new supply that we're going to get from our new raid farm. Oh, shit. All right, so we are back at the base. I just finished doing a little bit of grinding. I was trading with the villagers. I was chopping some trees. And one of the biggest things we have to do is actually get rid of these pressure plates. The reason for that is because different pressure plates have different times that they stay pressed depending on the material. So I could step on this, but when I step off, that closes way faster than this one. So because of that, sometimes I'll run into this thing where before I even walk out the door, this thing will close on my ass. So we're going to replace all of these with some wooden pressure plates, and that's going to create a nice balance where you step on it and you don't end up slamming your face into the door. Small change, but goes a long way. Anyways, little tangent aside, we are going to be flying back here because I don't know if you guys remember, but in the back of our base, actually super close, we have a pillager outpost. And not only is this just any pillager outpost, it's a pillager outpost that also has an ocean nearby it. And back here, I already did it and put it in its proper place. This is another one of those despawn spheres. But because it's in an ocean, we don't actually have to slab or do anything crazy like that. But before we can do that, we actually have to head home because your boy needs to go get materials. And not only that, but I literally left everything we need at home. All right, so I just finished deep frying some cactus, and now I'm gonna make some lime, and boom. All right, so I'm going to build out these boxes of materials, and when I'm done, we're gonna build the fuck out of this thing. All right, boys, in these 2 boxes, we have a raid farm. Quick pit stop at home for some mats. All right, so if we toggle the dome on, you can see that it's pretty much around here, so just gonna build this up and just get a general area of work down. And here's where we'll probably build the beacon as well. But it's time to build a raid farm. Let's get it! Boys, we actually freaking did it. Holy shit, this was a really fun build. I'm not gonna lie. So before we just straight up start using this thing, I wanted to walk you guys through it because it's pretty freaking awesome. All it needs is a couple of finishing touches. So starting from the bottom, we have this quad beacon, which is super unnecessary. We literally have pretty much every fucking buff in the game. The only ones that we really need for this area are the strength 2 and the regen. You'll notice that this farm has different areas, right? So the way this farm works, you'll see that at the bottom we have a bed, right? Now I'm currently sleeping in it, but a villager is supposed to sleep here. And that's why this portal is here for. We're gonna do that a little later. If we go a little higher, you'll see we have this drop platform, right? And pretty much what's supposed to happen is you walk in, this pushes you, and we're supposed to go all the way up. Now, as you can see, this isn't a bubble elevator. So that's another thing that we have to, oh. Yo. What? Yo. Anyways, so yeah, once we make this a bubble column, fish won't be able to spawn in there. That will send us all the way to the top, and we will eventually land here, bump into this pressure plate. It'll push us into here, and this will work a lot nicer once we actually have a bubble column. And it'll just always put us right here, line us up so we can hit these guys. Over here we have a little hopper clock. This pretty much, when I flick this lever, turns it on. It pretty much will just do this and drop us down so that the farm can restart itself. Then we have this area over here, right? So we do a quick flick and that turns on this alternator. It's a little loud, so we'll keep it on. And that's pretty much to shuffle the mobs so that they don't get stuck. Now over here, we just have a whole bunch of blocks in these specific places so that they are like transparent, but are able to hold back lava, which is all we really need them to do. Because what's gonna happen is when the raid triggers, all the mobs are gonna appear up here and they just fucking explode to the sides. The lava is here to kill the Ravagers. So the Ravagers will die up here. All the other mobs, the witches, pillagers, whatever the fuck, they'll come down here. Now, when the mobs drop down here, this water is going to push them into this column, which pushes them into the whole little, mixer-upper thing. Eventually, they'll land on this block, which, like I showed earlier, is where we kill them through. And that's pretty much the farm. Oh, I guess, well, there's this part down here, which is going to be our sorting system. So all of these that are facing into comparators are going to be for the different items. So, gunpowder, redstone, sticks, things like that. On these last ones, which we're going to keep expanding, I just ran out of chests and hoppers. These are going to be for like random items. So totems and then all the other garbage that you get with this farm. But honestly, the only thing that I'm really going to keep is probably the totems. And I mean, that's pretty much the farm in a nutshell. The only thing left to do now is those last couple things. So villager and bubble column. And we're going to do the same trick that we usually, oh, that's another dead fish, that we usually do, where we just plant and go up. Now, thankfully, because of the beacon, we pretty much can't drown. Anyways, now that we have it all the way up here, oh, these fishes are about to get their fucking ass blasted up. We go down here, we pop this thing, and now, when we step into this, to the moon. And then when we turn the farm on, this will be on a timer where it will send us down here and then push us back in. So yeah, this thing will be controlled by this, and we'll get dropped down perfectly timed every time that the raid is over, just close enough to this villager area right here, which will trigger another raid, and then it'll immediately send us back up to the top. And that's pretty much the farm in a nutshell. Now we just have to actually make it work. Honestly, not even gonna bother putting down an ice path in the nether, cause easy peasy. Dude, let's go. Alright, so we put them in here, and hopefully this part goes smoothly. You are gonna make us so goddamn rich. Boys, we are good. We are good. We did it. Alright, I'm gonna break this down, and we have a raid farm. Okay, now this is fully functioning. Now all we have to do is go get a sweeping edge book. Oh my god, you guys are fucked now. So now, real quick, we're gonna go to the village and upgrade our sword. Alright, so we're back in the village, and I'm pretty sure one of these guys, yep, this guy. Oh, we need a book. Nice. Okay, so that's that. We'll leave the payment in here. Perfect. Alright, back to the crib. We combine our side hoe with this, and perfect. Now we have everything we need to make our raid farm. Alright, boys, it's time for the moment of truth. So we need to find one of the guys that has a banner. You guys are all lame. Stay away from me. I need a banner guy. Yo, there's no banner guys around here. Also, these guys suck at aiming. Yeah, this will probably be the next tweak that we make to this. We'll probably improve this area so it's easier to get a banner guy. Oh, there he is. Come here, buddy. So, when we kill this guy, we'll get the bad omen effect, which means now when we get into this area and fly near this villager, or as the game thinks, a village, it should start a raid? Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, he slept. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, let's go. Okay, I was worried for a sec, but yeah, he just had to lay down. So, we walk in here, we kill this guy, and eventually you see we get the bad omen effect again. We get dropped down. Alright, so now that we know that it works, I'm going to do the filter system and then do an overnight session and see what the results are. Be right back. Alright, boys, so we woke up dead as hell. But don't worry, I cleared my inventory before we died, and the only thing I actually had in my inventory was this sword, and we got it back. So, no harm, no foul. Now, the thing is, when I looked at my bar, I was at 220 XP levels. So, the farm definitely ran for a while, and not only that, but this was also completely backed up. So, you'll notice that I broke our sorting system, and the reason for that is because the issue was that I didn't put all the sorting systems in place. I just did like the main ones, and these being random at the end made it so that there was way more than just the 45 items, and that caused it to send a super hot redstone signal this way, which meant that this redstone interfered with other redstone, and that pretty much just drained all of these sorting systems. So unfortunately, we just have a mess over here. Now, it's all good stuff and all, but unfortunately we also have a ton of crap, which is supposed to only make it to the end over here. I already organized this one, but I have a little bit more to do, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I just spent like literally 40 minutes just organizing all this. So these are the things that I decided we're going to keep. So we're going to have 3 things of emeralds. We're going to have redstone, gunpowder, which we might take off actually, sticks, glowstone dust, and glass bottles. Everything else, Delito burrito. But yeah, so I've been organizing and we picked out tons of totems. And now we are going to dump out this first chest of emeralds so we can have stock at the store. Alright, now that we have everything packed up, we're going to head to the village and start stocking. Let's go. Back in the village. Okay, so this section is going to be for all our like really high-end products. So my philosophy when it comes to pricing of at least the totems, I want people to use it as a commodity. You know, we can make this expensive because it's like, oh yeah, it saves your life, it'll save all your items. But I really want it to be more of like a thing where it's just like you always should have a totem on you, because if you don't, you're just dumb. And yeah, 2 diamonds for a stack of emeralds sounds like a freaking steal. So yeah, and you know what, actually we're gonna move this over here. This is an item that people might buy in more bulk, so we're gonna double stock this. Guys, this episode has been so productive. We've added totems, beacons, and emeralds to the shop, and on top of that, we have a name for the shop. Welcome to Fection's Perfections. It's a play on word. It's kind of cute. We'll probably put a sign somewhere. I don't know. But for now, these are some of the main items that I really wanted to get stocked in this store. Like, yeah, pumpkins, magma, you know, prismarine stuff. Like, that's cute and all. But this is really where I want to make this shop special, you know? Like, really high-end items for cheap. All right, now we're going to head back to the base and do the comment of the day. Alright, so last episode, not only did I forget to do the intro, but I also forgot to do the question of the day. So today's question is from Grant Morris, and he asks, my question is, how do you learn how to do all your farms and redstone and all that? Because redstone is like so confusing to me for no reason. Redstone can be very, very daunting, but I would say that your best friend is YouTube. And that goes for literally everything in this game. If you have a question, put it on YouTube. You want to learn how to build something? Look it up on YouTube. And also, start small. You know, redstone is more about learning little pieces and then combining all those little pieces that you know in different ways to get what you want done. But yeah, good question, Grant. So remember, if you want to have your question answered, make sure to leave it in the comment after leaving, you know, whatever comment you're going to leave anyways. And who knows, you just might be selected next episode. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.